How's it going, everyone? It's Key with Key Studios, and today we're going to do a little tutorial on Tutorial Tuesdays. That's what we're going to call these things, and we're just going to release tutorials for you all on Tuesdays. Not every Tuesday, because we're working with other artists and everything like that to kind of get their schedules together. But when we do release tutorials, they're going to be on Tuesdays, and we're just going to kind of show you how to do something art related. So you might get video tutorials, editing tutorials, basically anything like that. I do have someone in the future who's actually going to do a drawing tutorial. So basically kind of teaching you the fundamentals of character design or something like that, right? Well, today we're going to be doing a how to animate in Procreate. Now, Procreate is a really powerful tool on your iPad. This isn't going to be a video on how to animate. It's going to be more of an instructional video on how to actually use the tool within this specific program. So this is for people who either have an iPad or want to get an iPad, or for people who want to animate on the go and don't really know how they would do that. This is the perfect program for that. So just going to kind of start off. We're going to do something very simple, just a ball rolling down a hill. Now, when you get into Procreate, you do want to go up here to the top. You want to hit the little settings app or the settings button. You want to go down here to canvas and then animation assistant. So basically, when you toggle that on, it just kind of pulls this little thing up down here at the bottom. Now, once we're done with that, you can kind of do a lot of cool things, right? So if you hold on to this frame, or yeah, well, you just tap it, right? Just tap this frame. You can actually make it a foreground or background. So basically, the foreground is obviously going to be something in the front of your composition. So maybe it's a tree and your animation person is running behind a tree, right? So that's how you would kind of do that. Or your background. And that's what we're going to do. So this background layer is going to be stagnant, so it's not going to actually move with the animation. It's going to be behind it. And we're just going to draw, let me get this right here. Let me see. We're just going to draw a hill. And then from here, we're going to make that green, a grassy hill, right? So from there, we're going to make a frame. So you're going to add frame, and a couple cool things you can do, right? If you actually click on it, you can set the hold duration. So let's say you're animating on 2. So basically, animation is 24 frames per second. Animating on 2 simply means you're drawing 12 images, and each image is 2 frames, right? Or let's say you want to add a pause or something like that in your animation. You would use the hold duration to basically kind of add that. Another cool thing, right? If you draw something, I'm gonna make this black. If you draw something, right? Let's we're drawing our circle. This is our circle. Another cool tip. So we're drawing a circle. Another cool tip, right? If you actually draw something and you hold it, it'll actually make that shape. And you go up here to edit shape, it'll make it a circle, a quadrilateral for whatever reason. I don't know why it wants to do that, or an ellipse. And you can just kind of like move it how you want to move it. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. So let's say you draw your circle, right? And you like the circle, and you want to draw it exactly the same on the next layer. Well, you don't actually have to do that. You just kind of hold frame. So you just hold the add frame, and it'll add a new layer, and you can kind of move it around how you want to move it. So before we actually get into the actual animation, I just want to show you all something. So we're doing something like this. Let's say we get down here and we kind of want to freeform. Want to smush it a little bit, something like that, and then we can maybe do something like that. And then this one, we would just actually hold that, bring it here, hold that again. You kind of see what I'm doing, right? So basically I'm just I'm not actually drawing anything anymore. So I'm just kind of copying these frames or these layers. Everything is treated like a layer, but also, you know, everything is basically treated on its own layer, but something like that. A quick little animation. Let me see. But yeah, so basically, if you draw something that you like and you want to keep that actual shape or that whatever it might be, and you just want to add slight variations to it, you actually just want to hold add frame, and then it'll just basically copy that, and you can do whatever you want with it. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames of animation. Let me see. This is gonna be real choppy. Yeah, anyway, animation is 24 frames per second, like I was saying earlier. If you want it to be smooth, that's 24 frames per second. Animating on 2 is basically 12 photos, and each photo has a second, 2 seconds in between. Creating 24 frames. So let's know what we can do? We're gonna select all of these frames. We're gonna do something like this. And then we're going to bring this back down. Right here. And then copy this. And what we're gonna do actually is copy this again. Oh, we don't want to do that. We just want to select that last frame, right? There we go. All right, cool. Select that last frame, bring it up just a little bit, and we're gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna distort. All right, bring it up just a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit. So it's kind of conforming back to its original shape. And then we're gonna do something else like that, kind of bring this back up and try to make it back into an actual circle as much as possible. And this right here, oh, that's actually too big. So let's kind of fix that. And this is if you kind of want to do like some very simple, easy, fast animations, right? And then what we're gonna do is just kind of twist it and break it down. Add it, twist it again, and do something like that. Now again, this is not how I would normally, as far as like the space in between the actual frames, animate something, because you definitely want to make sure you pay attention to that, right? The closer your frames are, the slower your animation is going to be, and the more further apart your frames are, the faster your animation is going to be. So I'll actually show you. And I know I said this was going to be a tutorial on how to animate, but I figured I should at least tell you some of the fundamentals. If you actually want an entire video on like how to actually animate and like the theory and thought process and blah 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 and all of this stuff about how to actually animate something and make it like a proper animation, definitely comment down below and let me know, and we will try to get that video out to you all as soon as possible. But where am I? Okay, cool. So let's say from here, I want this to just kind of speed up, really fast. So somehow, like for some reason, it's going down the hill kind of slowly or whatever, like at a normal pace, and then it just speeds up, right? And if we do something like that, and maybe that was a little bit too much space, but we kind of get down here and it slows down, right? So we're going to do something like that and have them very, very close to each other. And you're going to be able to see that once we kind of put it into action motion. We're just going to do 12 frames. I'm not really sure how many layers I have so far, but again, this is just an instructional video on how to actually use the tool itself. But yeah, do something like that. And go back up here to settings. And with the settings, you can control so much of your actual animation. So basically, frames per second, we're going to go back up here to 12. And then onion skin frame, basically that's kind of like showing you can actually see, like, all of your layers and stuff like that. How many do you want to see? Sometimes seeing all of them is really useful, but sometimes for me it kind of gets it becomes too much, so I kind of just like to keep it here so I can only see my last frame. And if I'm actually kind of editing in between frames, I'll do two, so I can kind of see maybe the one in front of me and then the one behind me and stuff like that, right? And then onion skin opacity, so if you want it to be, for whatever reason, all the way up, you can, or you can like make it as visible as you want to be, right? So we just want to kind of keep it right here at like 50%. You can also do, like, when you're kind of doing your little test, you can like make it go on a loop, ping pong, one shot, just to kind of see how it is. So basically, yeah, that's our little quick animation. And so you see kind of how in the middle it speeds up, and then at the end it kind of slows down. And so that's kind of what I was talking about. The further away your frames, the quicker your animation, the closer, the slower your animation. But yeah, so that's basically how you use the animation tool here in Procreate. And again, like I said, if you wanted to like do a video on like how to actually properly animate and not something like this, or something as basic as this, let me know down in the comments below. And like I said, we'll definitely try our best to get that video out to you all. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.